It was very humbling for me to count out how many books of mine I have not yet read. I don't want to talk about it, okay? I don't want to talk about it. It's just so exhausting. Oh my God, no pictures, please. I'm yelling at them to just leave, get out, like leave now. We don't need to go through all this. Why are you heading towards trauma on purpose? I love you too. You're literally sunshine as a person, but thank you so much. Hey y'all, it's Kalia Monique. My first name's Kalia, my middle name's Monique. It's Kalia Monique. Today we are talking about my favorite readathon, or rather what my TBR is for my favorite readathon. And of course, if you've been paying attention to this channel, you might just be able to infer yourself. It is time for Magical Readathon. Yes, it is fall equinox now, and I am so excited. So you might be able to tell from the fact that this is literally the one and only. This is like the one readathon that I have been consistent with my videos for. I keep up with my TBRs, I hit all my challenges, and I just love the character that I have created in our time together with Magical Readathon. From day one on our way to Aurelium Academy to now fall equinox, I love it, I love it, I love it so much. So let me go ahead and update you on my character thus far. Now, just an update on my character. Her name is Afia. I am a mind walker, and my calling is mind mending. I'm a mind mender. I'm hoping to be at least. Hopefully I can pass these classes. And considering I'm starting a little bit late, I mean, I started on time, but this video is coming out a little bit late. We shall see how that works out. But my background is urban from the province of Kirador. My heritage is elf. Because of that, my conduit is a dagger, of course. Love that for me. And my legacy is Feywild. And yeah, let's go ahead. Like I said, I'm a mind mender. Now, of course, with it being autumn equinox and me wanting to reach my calling, I have to pass my classes. So let's talk about the classes that I need to pass. First, I need to pass an O level or an ordinary level in spells and incantations, D level in psionics and divinations. Boy, am I happy that I learned how to say that word because apparently it's gonna keep coming up. And a Q level in restoration. So I'm going to do this in the same format as the spring equinox of just looking at the prompts that I need to fulfill and taking you guys along with me to fulfill those prompts. That being said, lately with my TBRs, I've been doing a kind of like chit chat. Let's talk about all the media and stuff I've been consuming video. We're still gonna have a video like that. It's just not going to be my TBR this time because I want this video to be very quick and concise, especially with the fact that it is burning up here. It is very hot right now and I had to close my window for this. So anyways, let's get into it. So use a color wheel and pick a book with a matching, matching said color. I did already start this prompt. I will have the thing going on the screen here or here, whichever one has room. And yeah, the color I got was blue, if I'm not mistaken. And can I just say the Fates really wanted me to have this book because I really wanted this book to be on my TBR, but I was like, it doesn't fit any of the prompts. Like the only one it could maybe fit by chance is color. And I got the color. So first I did a random color generator and that landed on blue, and then like a red that I kind of was going to make fit into the color. And the whole reason I had not chosen like the first time it went around is because I was confused as to how the color generator worked, because you literally just pressed the link for the website and it was a color there. So I was like, is the website glitching? So I ended up doing it again. It ended up being this like salmony reddish color that I was going to make work for the cover because it's kind of there. I kind of see it in there. But then I reread the prompt and it says a colored wheel. So I was like, dang. So I was like, okay, no problem. So I found a color wheel, my mom decided to text the family during that time, and I didn't need you guys seeing the recording for that, and I like panicked of like whatever the text was gonna say, and I like pressed the button like a million times, and it still ended up landing on like orange or something. But for the official turn that I was doing that had do not disturb on it so that you guys wouldn't be seeing my text, it landed on blue. So it is clear that the reading gods really want me to read this book just as much as I want to read this book, and that is The Blood Trials by N.E. Davenport. As we can see, there is blue on the cover. This was like, this was kind of what I was gonna count towards like the salmon-y color, or not even salmon. I don't even know what that color was, but it's kind of like here and here, but it doesn't even matter. I got blue. It's blue. We're reading The Blood Trials. I am actually already reading it, and as you can see, I am just like right there. I'm on chapter 11, just got to chapter 11, and stay tuned for my reading vlogs for you to find out my thoughts on the book. But yeah, besides that, it is time for like the more vlogish follow me around as I figure out these prompts part of the thing, and then we will come back and talk about my TBR at the end, just like that video. So I will see y'all then. Next, I need a D in psionics and divination. A D, I think, what does D stand for? Distinguished. Q is qualified, by the way. Psionics and divinations, where is it? Okay, so that means that I need to reach an O and a Q first, which means that I need a story featuring time travel. I'll be damned. I already don't know. Okay, let's try from the TBR card first. As you know, it's a TBR for a reason. These are my priority reads for the time being. And I'm already struggling to keep up. So, time travel. I have no clue what would have time travel in it. Please move. I don't even know of a book I own that has time travel in it. Time travel? The only book I can think of that I own that has time travelers, wow. I just reminded me of my niece when she sees something that's like a circle, or when she sees a circle, she'll be like, it's circular. And that's what I just reminded myself of. Yeah, I don't know any books I own that have time travel in it. Is it in any of these books? No. And I don't even remember if that's really what this is about. Like, if it really does have time travel. I don't know, doing things with one hand. Okay. Okay, why did I think that this had time travel in it? Okay, so, don't know why I thought this had time travel in it. Because I'm not saying that anywhere on the dust jacket. I am here telling the story and not from the grave. Damn it! It literally says, as clear as day, it is not time travel. It's teleportation through memory. Which the fuck does that mean? Oh, that was my like one hope. Okay. Like literally, I don't know. I like what? If I'm gonna have to buy a book, it's gonna be a book I want to read. And like have been really anticipating reading. Paper Girls. Paper Girls counts. Oh, well there we go. I'ma just buy the next volume of Paper Girls. Okay, done. For qualified, not quality, qualified. I need a book with a same word in the title as your last read. That's gonna have to be a mood read that I figure out throughout the time. And a secondhand book. This is in the office as well. What is secondhand? If not an item that had a previous owner. And for this prompt, I am choosing something my sister will be very excited about, because this is a book that she has wanted me to read since her last birthday, so about a year, a little bit over a year now. But it hasn't been high on my priority list because it is in a genre that I do not read often. And yeah, but my sister, for her last birthday, not this most recent one, but the last year. Okay, May last year. My sister, for her birthday, sends out her Amazon wish list with a lot of books that she wants to read, and she put this book on it, and 2 people ended up gifting it to her. So when she found out how much she loves the book, she gave me one of the copies, and that is What You Did, which is a thriller by Claire McGowan. I know nothing about this. We will find out when I'm sitting down. The next class that I need is acute and restoration, which means I need first an O for ordinary. And that's a single object as the focus of the cover. Why are these prompts so hard? Lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay. Single object. That hand is holding something, but that is a part of my TBR, so I'm gonna move that. What about the pearls aren't a part of the crown? That does not count. That's more than one thing. On the focus. Okay, hold on. Y'all stay right there for a bit. No. Oh, what's on? Okay, Kelly, pick books you actually want to read now. Don't you? Don't pick some just cause. Oh, but this does count. I don't want to read this though. I really don't. If I can't find anything, that might be my only book that has a single thing on the cover. PSA to authors, can we get more books with a single thing on the cover? So that this wouldn't be such a difficult prompt. It's just a face. It's one person, singular. Oh, there's flowers on the cover. Damn it. If I wasn't so nitpicky about this prompt, I feel like many of the books would count. Like, this is a statue, but there's a little bit of a building over there. So it's not a single item. But I don't know if that, like, counts. And then, like, this, it's like, it's a crown, but oh, look, those pearls aren't attached to the crown, so that doesn't count. Focus on one face, but there's fire in her eyes. There's about to be fire in my eyes. A single hand, but she's holding money. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, when I bought this, I genuinely don't know if I'm even in the camera. When I bought this, I bought it because it's pretty. It's pretty. I had heard some people talking about it on Instagram around the time that it was, like, the release date was coming. But I'm looking at, and lately I'm hearing about it even more. I'm even more intrigued to read it. It's a chunky book. That does not deter me from the book. If anything, that is the reason why I bought the book, because it was chunky and pretty. But if you will see, this is just a single crow. Is that a crow? It's a raven. It's some type of bird, some type of ominous bird. And that's the only thing on this cover. Granted, it's like in a gold moment, but that's not an item. So this is the only book that I have that's like a single item. I wish we could double up prompts, because this has a broken plate. Even though it's broken, that's one item that's broken. And what was the book that I was thinking about doing instead? Now, I thought about doing Ninth House, but it's not time for me to do Ninth House. I'll read that later in the year if I read it this year. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Ordinary Monsters and make life even harder for myself. To be qualified in this, I need one of the oldest books on your TBR. There's no way that anything competes with this. There's not a single thing. Let's sit down and talk about it. So the courses I need to pass for Autumn Equinox include reaching Ordinary in Spells and Incantations, which is color wheel generated random color. Pick a book that matches that color. I chose the Blood Trials because my color was blue. The Blood Trials follows Akina is entering the Praetorian Trials to become a Praetorian, which is a high rank in this society. She is facing some hardship, which include the most recent loss of her grandfather. That has been a very devastating loss to her, as well as the color of her skin, because they are in a society that is highly racist. Oh my God. Racist, misogynistic, like it's just wow, they are mean people. And Akina has decided, while she originally did not want to withgo the trials, despite the fact that she had spent the last 11 years of her life training for said trials, she had decided that she was not going to take the trials after the most recent loss of her grandfather who raised her. That is, of course, until she finds out that his death that was ruled natural causes and a heart attack might not have been so natural after all. Somebody might have killed him. Somebody killed him. And so she decides to enter the Praetorian trials to figure out who might be behind her grandfather's death. And you know, exact revenge. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. It's so hot. Okay, next up, I need to reach qualified in restoration, which means I first must pass ordinary, which is funny now that I think about it. For this prompt, it needed to be a single item on the cover, and I chose ordinary monsters. I did not realize that before. How nice. And the single item is, of course, this raven, crow, ominous blackbird. I don't know which ones. How do we know? And yeah, it's a single thing. I did question this like gold piece here, but that's not an item. And while I might assume it's like a window of sorts, it's still not, it's not an item. I don't know if it's just a gold thing. So yeah, ordinary monsters. This is about folks that have, I haven't read it yet, y'all. I don't know. But it takes place in England, 1882. So Ordinary Monsters follows two people by the name of Charlie and Marlowe. Charlie, despite his brutal childhood in Mississippi, doesn't have a scar on him because his body heals itself. And Marlowe, a foundling from a railway freight car, shines with a strange bluish light. He can melt or mend flesh. These two highly gifted individuals are recruited by a jaded female who apparently plan to use their gift for something. They end up in a whole world they didn't yet know existed and are hunted by a shadow man, right? Or a shadow figure? A man made of smoke. I knew I wasn't making that up. Just so y'all know, I don't do synopsis. I don't read synopsis. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm here for the vibes. Okay, the vibes and kind of what other people have talked about in the past, because I feel like synopses spoil a lot of stuff. So that's the best that I know about it so far, and I like that I know so little. Like I stated, I need to reach qualified in restorations, which means that I also need to read one of the oldest books on my TBR, and that is why I chose If I Had Your Face by Francis Cha. This has to be one of the oldest books that I own and have yet to read, and I'm very excited to finally get to it, especially since it's definitely made its way onto a TBR before. Hell, possibly a Magical Readathon TBR before. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's been on a TBR before, but I'm not so sure anymore. Anyways, I've had it for a while. I wanted to read it for a long time. It's time to finally read it. I'm happy I was able to make it fit something. Next up, the class that I need to reach distinguished in psionics and divinations, which of course means that I first need to reach ordinary in it, and that means that I need a story featuring time travel. For this one, I will be purchasing volume 3 of Paper Girls, which does include time travel as it is volume 3. I'm not going to go very much into the synopsis. And honestly, the synopsis for volume 1 is quite confusing in and of itself. Folks go missing, no one seems to know where they've went, and there's also aliens involved. The story gets so much better as you continue on. So I'm definitely excited to get my hands on a copy of volume 3 so I can continue this story, because can I tell you, volume 2 also had me in my emo feelings, okay? I was like, oh my God, what if my past self is so proud of me now? So yeah, very excited to get into volume 3. Next up, for qualified, we need to do a book with the same word in the title as your last read. Now, I have not yet chosen this book because I don't know when I'm going to want to do this prompt. It will be soon, just not after the blood trials, because I don't want to read my other book with blood in the title, which is Blood Scion. I'm already reading the final strife into the blood trials. I don't want to keep reading books that similar to one another back to back. So yeah, we don't need to take a break on that one. I guess the one I read after whatever my next read is will have to fit for that prompt. But basically what I'm saying is that's going to be a mood read. And the final prompt that I need to reach to become distinguished in my psionics and divination class and reach my calling is to read a secondhand book. For this one, I chose What You Did by Claire McGowan. This book used to belong to my sister. She has since gifted it to me because she had more than one copy. And she really liked the book and has been begging me to read this book. And I just haven't had the time, especially since this is not in my favorite genre or anywhere near my favorite genre. If you don't know, I don't really read horror or thrillers, and this is a thriller or a mystery. I think it's a thriller. Either way, I don't. Mysteries and thrillers are like equal in how much I tend to like them. Like I kind of group them together because I like them the exact same amount, which is not that much. And so this one literally know nothing about, but I'm going to read the blurb. It says, a vicious assault, a devastating accusation. Who should she trust, her husband or her best friend? I'm sorry? Huh? Oh. Whoa. Sis, why? Apparently her friend is stating that she has been assaulted by the main character's husband. The main character's name is Allie. And Allie must find out who she believes, her best friend or her husband, who was her college sweetheart. 6 university friends together again after 20 years. So it also sounds like there are other people that might have been the one that assaulted the friend. Oh my God, sis, why? See, this is the reason I don't fuck with thrillers. I don't want to. That's just that seems like a heavy topic. Oh God, and look at the author, just as happy for you, sis, because you got a book. But why? Okay, so that's apparently what this book is about. But also, as you guys know, I try to keep up one nonfiction a month. For this, I have chosen Bad Fat Black Girl. Notes from a Trap Feminist. I don't know much about trap feminism, but I am all about, hearing more perspectives of feminism, especially from this narrative. I feel like would be so interesting. Ooh, it says this one's for the bad bitches. Okay, yes, let's do it. Okay, so yeah, I know nothing about this. It's about trap feminism, and I'm very excited to read it. Gotta admit, guys, I'm kind of nervous about this TBR. What's gonna happen, I do not know. So these are the books that I will be reading this month. If I do somehow, some way end up with extra time, I will also be filling that with some quests. I'll be quite shocked if I have time at the end of the month after reading these bad boys. So we'll find out though, won't we? We shall find out. I do believe that is all for this video. So if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed my face, my voice, my actionness, go ahead and press that like button down below and press the subscribe button and bell notification if you'd like to be notified when I upload. If you'd like to stay connected with me as I would like to stay connected with you, I of course will have all my social medias linked down below. And if you'd like to support this channel further, I will have my Amazon wishlist and coffee linked down below as well. If you'd like to comment something down below, go ahead and leave. Ooh, perfect. Leave a moon emoji down below. And I believe that is everything, although I am probably forgetting something because I always forget something. But bye, guys.